This video is supported by Curiosity Stream. Tesla is now in a precarious position. There's no easy way to put it. When people are all staying at home, cars are not useful. When the economy is on the verge of collapse, people will not be spending, especially not on things that cost tens of thousands of dollars. So let's talk about the new situation Tesla is in. Why is it important for Tesla now to preserve cash, and how can Tesla get out of this alive? First of all, let me be very upfront with you. This is a global crisis on a scale we have not seen in possibly our lifetimes. Supply is already down, with China on a halt.
Many people don't know this. China's manufacturing volume is that of the United States, Japan, and Germany combined, around 30% of the world's manufacturing. Now that Italy, Germany, and the United States are also on the same trajectory, if not worse, the global supply chain is officially disrupted. On the demand side, it will not do any better either. With the United States stock meltdown 4 times in a row, this will affect many people's pension money, healthcare money, and hence, demand will be down, especially for cars.
During a financial crisis such as this, environmental concerns will be pushed to the sidelines, which is irrational short-term thinking, but alas, this is how humans are hardwired. Therefore, Tesla's appeal will drop as a result of this. All of these point towards a tougher year for Tesla. In particular, we know that its Fremont factory has now suspended production, and that's a bad news, of course. But here's the good news. Shanghai Gigafactory is up and running.
Ever since March 6, 91% of Shanghai Gigafactory workers have returned to work and production has already exceeded pre-crisis level. As of today, the Chinese government has reported 0 local infections for a few days in a row. This means Tesla's Shanghai team will ramp up production as soon as they've got the green light. So, what is the production capability of Shanghai Gigafactory? With the latest data we have, Shanghai Gigafactory has a proven production rate of 2,000 cars per week, with an aim of achieving 3,500 production rate in Q2 2020, and eventually 5,000 Model 3s per week. One thing to take note is that all of these Model 3s were meant to be sold locally in China. It was an achievable goal since China has the biggest auto market in the world. However, with the Fremont factory on a halt, it is time to ramp up the Shanghai Gigafactory production to 5,000 as soon as possible to make sure Tesla has enough Model 3s made for the world. If that is achieved, Tesla is likely to make 250,000 Model 3s in the Shanghai Gigafactory per year, which is not a bad fit since factory construction only started 1 year ago. Let's be reminded that Tesla sold a total of 400,000 cars in 2019, 250,000 albeit is not as much considering the production capability of Fremont after the crisis subsided in Q3. Tesla should not have a supply problem as long as the government red tape and tariffs do not hinder shipments. This is also assuming that Tesla's demand will not rise too quickly this year, a reasonable assumption considering the global crisis we're in. Here I have to talk about differences in global auto market demand: USA, China, Japan, and EU. Bloomberg has reported an 80% nosedive in the Chinese auto industry in the first 2 months. The US market is projecting a 20% drop in sales this year, and Europe will also experience a substantial decline considering the tough measures taken in Germany and Italy, 2 of the biggest auto producers in the world. But countries are created differently when it comes to auto sales. Where the decline in the United States and EU might be temporary, things in China and Japan might last longer as China has a strong culture of public transportation. Subways and buses are generally adequate for daily travels, especially in large cities like Beijing, Shanghai, and Tokyo. The bigger problem for Tesla is with the global supply chain disruption. As far as I know, much of the battery raw materials are still shipped from South America and Africa. China has the largest stockpile of raw materials, and Tesla's partner CATL in China has a great supply chain network set up. This is not the case for Tesla's European and Japanese partners. Therefore, I would expect Tesla to shift even more towards its Shanghai Gigafactory and a supply chain integrated with its Chinese partners. The extent to this shift, of course, depends largely on how other countries deal with this crisis. If the situation cannot be put under control for a long time in the United States and in EU, we could see Tesla take stronger measures to produce more in China. Finally, let's talk about cash. Elon Musk is a genius to have raised $2.31 billion a month ago when the crisis had not hit the United States mainland. Tesla has $7 billion on hand before the stock sale. After 19 February 2020, stock offering generated 2.31 billion cash on hand. So this gives Tesla 9.3 billion cash to take on this tough climate during the crisis. It's always better to have more, but the timing to raise $2 billion is quite genius. Tesla's cash position varies over the years, but this is probably the best Tesla has been in years.
In a financial and demand crisis such as this, cash is king. I was just sharing with my followers on Twitter that many US airlines are on the verge of bankruptcy due to stock buybacks. Elon basically did the exact opposite, selling more stocks to generate cash. This could not come at a more opportune time. And let me just add, this is what happens when you have a founder CEO who genuinely care about the company rather than professional company managers who are incentivized to push up the stock price through buyback schemes. The greatest fear right now is uncertainty. We do not know how things will turn out for Tesla, but Tesla could not be in a better shape this time. With its first production facility outside of the United States up and running, with more cash than ever, it is well prepared for this crisis. No one can predict what's really going to happen in the next few months, but we could not have asked for a better circumstance. This section is supported by CuriosityStream, a subscription streaming service that offers thousands of award-winning documentaries. Right now, we're all having a tough time with the virus outbreak. If you're just like me, staying at home, check out CuriosityStream, for it has the most complete catalog of documentaries anywhere. There's one specific documentary I want to recommend to you called Virus, Destruction and Creation. It goes in depth to talk about how humans have coexisted with viruses for centuries and why we have to be prepared always. There are also episodes focused specifically on coronavirus, the topic of the day and the pandemic all of us are experiencing so vividly. If you want to know more about our world, check them out on curiositystream.com/curiouselephant. Lastly, CuriosityStream offers our audience a 1-month free trial as long as you sign up through the link down below with the code curiouselephant. Once your free trial is up, they charge $19.99 a year, which is only $1.67 a month. Another great news for our audience right now is that the annual subscription of CuriosityStream also comes with free Nebula, a streaming video platform built by and for independent creators like Polymatter, Minute Physics, Wendover, and myself. There are many exciting exclusive contents on Nebula, so sign up for CuriosityStream to try out both platforms today.